Okay, guys. Told you guys I would be back. This is where I'm at. So this is our police station, one of them for this area. Gonna get in the car, but first, let me flip this around just in case I need this as part of my evidence. Hold on, guys. Let me. Okay. Whew. Let me get situated here. Okay. So, as you saw from my previous live, I was at the police station. Now, yes, sir. Or ma'am, whoever's, I don't know what your avatar is. I don't know if you're a female or a male. So let's throw. So, it's 2023. I don't know what's going on in your city, your state, your town, but I believe the people who have always told you all, don't report, just forget about it, stop talking about gang stalking, they just may be part of the problem and not the solution. So you all can see I am currently leaving the police station. Yeah. First, let me make this statement real quick. Let me make this statement. I have not and come on to do live streams to fake what is going on with my in my life, right? Um, my live streams when I'm talking about gang stalking, when I'm talking about community harassment, when I'm talking about covert operations, I have been serious because when it's time, when it is time, this all of this will be revealed. Okay? And another thing, I don't come on here to garner any kind of sympathy because I don't know who's watching, who's real, who's a perp. But even if you are a perp, I hope that you watch, and I even plead with you to even change your ways, right? When I came to the police station today, is because I wanted to make record of the fact of these gang stalkers and the manipulation tactics that they use regarding technology with your bank statements, your not your statements, your banking cards. This is not. It is messing with funds, which is can be considered a federal charge. And so that's why I came to the police station. Now, I know I have been getting followed around from the time that I even knew about that I was on this list as a targeted individual. Do I like calling myself a targeted individual? Do I like considering myself to be a targeted individual? No, I do not. Yeah, no, I do not. But it is what everyone who is targeted knows. Okay? I'm not coming on here to, like I said, make you feel sorry for me. I'm coming on here for awareness and to let you know this is real. So that's why part of my, I don't know if you heard on the video where I asked the officer, I asked him, did he have my other reports that I came to the police station and reported the very first time? The very first time I found out about gang stalking, that I was on the list. The very first time when they were doing home invasions, but they still do them. We know that. But I made it. I made a record from the jump. Okay, guys. And when I told him, because I think a lot of people get, you know, they feel that every officer, they feel that every person in the CIA or the FBI is involved. And I'm here to tell you, they're not. The ones you may come across in the beginning, yes, yes, because they want to make you so fearful and think that you have to deal with this alone, that nobody will ever believe what you're going through, as if this is something that is fake in your mind. That's something that they have said that targeted individuals are delusional or something, or schizophrenia or something is going on, right? So that was their tactic. I don't care what their tactic is and what it was, it's falling apart. And for me, I am going to have evidence of what I went through. And if it doesn't benefit me in my lifetime, there will be records, evidence, evidence of my targeting. Okay? When I was talking to that police officer at first, I had to calm myself down because I also want to protect my own interest in life. Okay? My own interest as a free person. Because I enjoy my freedom. And I do know that one of the tactics of targeting is they want you to get so upset that you will lose control, that you will somehow snap, right? And go on some kind of rage, some kind of spraying up like some of those school children do. The school or go spray up some kind of event because you're so upset and you feel like you have nothing else but to take matters into your own hands, right? So that's one of the where do I want to? I think I'm gonna pull over here for a minute and finish this and then finish the rest of my day. Time. So they want you to get so upset and take matters into your own hands. This is something that is real. This is something that is happening to millions of people, not only here in the United States, but this is something that is happening to people all across the world. Okay, so and everyone, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you think that you're the holiest of holy. We all have emotions. We all have, our different. Oh, y'all can't see this. Oh gosh, shade. Oh, my glasses are dirty. We all have emotions, right, guys? And that's the button they want to push you over the edge. Unless you come into my personal space, unless you come into my personal space and try to assault me, then we have something else to talk about. And it really won't be any talking because right now I'm talking to you because I know they watch. I know the target, the perps watch. I know the people who may have set you up are watching, right? Let me pull over here. That sun was a little too bright for me to talk and drive. So, hold on. Okay. Oh, the gang's all here. Great. Like I said, as for me and my understanding of my body and my mental capacity, I'm pretty much a very patient person. Like I was saying, the only time that I would get upset or will have to fight or defend myself or try to engage in mortal combat, if you will, is if my physical being is being threatened. And then the decision that will come out of that will have to be from a judge. Okay? That's all I can say on that regard, as far as me being angry and being so angry that I would have to physically engage with someone. Okay? So take notes on that, perps. Only, and I think this is anyone, this should be anyone who is being targeted. They let them follow you around, let them sit in their cars and you know, do what they do. That's fine. That is fine. But if I have to engage in physical combat, if you try to enter my home, enter anything, you will get what's coming to you. That's just that. Okay. But I just want to shed light. I just want to shed a little hope for people who are being targeted. I'm happy that I reported these incidents back in. Let me know if you can hear me. I don't know if you can hear me or not. Let me know. Okay. Because I just got a call, and that usually cuts off the audio. So, and I was trying to read this. And all the other empowered individuals. Thank you. Okay, so like I said, unless they and you know, it may come to that in time, because they're going to come across people like I and like some of you guys out there. It just is not that serious unless you threaten our life physically. We can't fight an unfair battle with energy weapons that we don't possess, because we are everyday citizens. Okay, all we can control is our physical combat if you physically attack us. Okay, and if that's the case and something tragic comes out of that, where in it all one of these perps loses their lives, I will have record and indication of exactly what I was going through. Okay, nothing of what I went through and reported was I just acting a fool, freaking out. I stated calmly, to the best of my ability, what has transpired during this process. Okay. Now, I also asked him about another report that I made that I never went to pick up, because I knew that these reports are at the police station, right?
I was getting ready to tell you, this was earlier, last year, no, late last year, earlier this year. There was another police report that I had asked about. Oh, thank you for the love, y'all. Thank you, thank you. And you know what you said, I left Long Beach, California 9 months ago and came to San Antonio. What? Big mistake. You know, there's nowhere for you to, there's no running from this. Okay, this is a well-connected and well-oiled machine. Because like I was stating, everybody, all of these organizations, they may be involved, but every single person is not corrupt. Like, I worked for a company, and just because the people in the company, music executives, people who produce music, were corrupt, didn't make me be corrupt. Okay, so everyone that is a police officer or a firefighter or whatever field they had chosen in their lives, they're not all corrupt. Now, probably a major majority of them may be corrupt, but they're not all corrupt. Okay, just like the truth has been revealed for so many things, and I'll get into that in a few minutes, but I want to make my point. I want to drive it home. When I went into that police station, and showed them that I had been targeted, followed around, and the only reason why is because, you know, they always try to mess with your bank, your transactions and things like that. And I knew they were behind me. Hello. Mm-hmm. And so they are using some type of device that will mess with your PIN, mess with the bank's transactions. Now, if you think that that is so far-fetched, you do your own research regarding technology. And so I was like, okay, forget it. I will handle this. I'm going to keep going and keep going. And as long as the Most High God puts breath in my lungs, I'm going to keep going and keep moving and will be unstoppable until the Most High God says, my time is up here as this soul being in this fleshly outfit that I'm wearing. Until that happens, I'm going to keep going. Let me know if you can hear me, guys. So, because I want to make this point. So, if you can hear me, let me know. I guess you guys can't hear me. So, I guess I have 9 perps in the room. Is that the case? My doggone fingernail fell. I don't know. I guess it's 9 perps in the room. So I'm gonna finish my point. Anyway, whether you let me know or not that you can hear me, I'm going to finish my point. Oh, okay. As long as the Most High puts breath in my body, I'm going to keep going. And he's going to make a way out of no way. Hallelujah. I know a lot of you may not believe, but it is, okay? When I went into the police station, yes, the officer kind of was nonchalant because they all have that attitude. And especially being Israel, especially being a black person, African American, all those bywords, they're going to have that type of attitude. And they're going to have it if you go in there just uncouth, okay? Now, you can be shaken, physically shaken, but state your case and make it plain, like I did with that officer. I told him, this time I got pictures. of these perps. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I have always said there, with your gang stalking, it may be multiple groups, okay? It may be the CIA, it may be the FBI or police or military, but trust and believe, these people, hold on for a minute. Okay. Those used to being well, they have their plans in order. Okay, they don't just go out there and do things sloppily. That's why it was so so long until it became overt, until they wanted you to know that you were being followed. Other than that, you didn't know nothing. You were going about your day to day. But until they wanted you to know that you were being followed, that's when it became overt. But there are these other groups that have been hired, that have been hired by these put together organizations that were probably prior military, or they think they have it, or people who are just doing activities on other people's behalf. They're sloppy. Okay, they're sloppy with it. So, like I told the officer, I went in there and I told him, this time I have pictures. Because I took pictures when I was leaving that doggone ATM, when I was trying to do a bank transaction. And it didn't, and they have some type of device that kept blocking my pen. Okay? Of course, I got the kind of blow off from the officer. And so then he gave me a card. I let you guys see that card. Not only that, I said, when I realized it was kind of a blow off, I asked him, did he have his body cam on? Because I want it to be recorded, because he was holding his body cam. He said, no, ma'am, the body cam is not on, which I already knew, because you can tell if the body cam is on because their light is on. Okay? He said, but ma'am, there's cameras all throughout this police station, which I already knew, because it's a police station. Just like certain federal buildings have cameras. Just like I'm sitting right here by this Mickey's, as it has a camera. You feel me? So then I asked him for my reports, some older reports that I had filed, and the one that I did not come and get earlier, because I don't feel that I had to run up to the police station every time to pull a report, because once you file or make a report, it's in the system. Okay? And so when he was trying to pull that report, he said, well, did they give you a case number? And I have to go back and look and see, because I don't even recall that officer giving me a case number when I called in late last year or earlier this year. And I said, I cannot recall if he gave me a case number, but it was a phone recording, and I know they keep their audio as well. He said, okay. I said, well, is there other reports in there? And gave him my full name and told him, look up my name in the system. And then he looked it up. And then his whole demeanor changed. Okay? And then he said, I said, I understand. Before he even opened his mouth again, I said, I understand that this may seem kind of weird, kind of fly-by-nightish type of, made up. But I know my cases that I had prior were considered just incident reports. And I said, and the case, my last case that I came in here and opened was open as a trespassing report. And that report was open, and it went through, because press releases, once a case is open, when it goes from when a case goes from an incident report, you can call the police and they don't find nothing. That's an incident report. But when these people, and they do slip up regardless, when they slip up, and I told you guys I had a witness to my last report, not the last one that like the end of 2022, 23. I'm talking about the last one before I moved. That last report elevated my status from just a plain incident report to where now this report is being investigated. This report is now on a different level because now we have witnesses to what she said is true. Okay? And I asked him when he pulled up that report, then as I'm speaking to him, we start talking at the same time, and he said the same thing I'm saying to you. This report is elevated, and he said, "Yes, ma'am." He said, "Would you like to add?"
So I don't even know if you can hear me, but I'm just gonna finish off on this live because I'm not gonna start another one, not unless I have to start another live stream, okay? But like I was saying, when I was talking to that officer, he informed me that he saw the other case, right? The one that elevated my last case. So a lot of targeted individuals may have made reports. They may have gone but their reports are incident reports. Mine's is a whole different story, okay? And so I just want you guys to know that keep making your incident reports. Keep going and going and going. Do not stop making your reports about this gang stalking, community harassment, and covert operations. Do not stop, okay? The officer that I just spoke with, and I got his information. I said, have you ever heard? And I recorded it. I recorded that as well. So I'll make a video for you guys so you can see once I put all this together. I asked him, I said, have you ever heard of gang stalking? This is going to blow your mind right here. Because I know if you're a targeted individual, if you are a empowered individual, whatever you want to label yourself, right? I asked him, I said, have you ever heard of gang stalking? And then he was like, yes, ma'am. Now that almost blew me away. I said, you've heard of gang stalking, community harassment, because he heard me talking. Because I said, when I was over there on that bench, I said, I don't care who is corrupt up in here. If there's any corrupt officers up here, I don't care. I don't care if I go to the FBI. I don't care who's corrupt in there. I'm going to make my report. Okay? And so when I asked him, had he heard of gang stalking? He said, yes, ma'am, I have. I have heard of I've heard of gang stalking. I said, oh, okay. I said, well, what will happen? He said, this is where I live at. We have a special unit that deals with this. Y'all, when I first made a report about my gang stalking in 2016, 2017, they had heard of none of that. And I'm sure some of you targeted individuals know that. They had heard of none of that. And so it blew me away. It blew me away. I said, okay, well, what happens with this special unit? What do they do? And so they get on. It's like a special unit. Let me see. Like if the police were under an investigation, they have internal affairs that investigate the police, right? So or if it's domestic violence, say they had a special unit. Y'all, they have a special unit that investigates gang stalking. It is being revealed more and more, and I am happy to report to you all that my police station has a special unit that handles these particular incidents. And so this is a journey that you're going to follow and see. Because the people who are behind this, I told you, they think that they have covering. They really, truly think that they have covering. But it's been more than I that have reported these particular incidents. Okay? For a unit to have developed a special segment of the police department to go and investigate these type of events, and I got the driver's license, I mean the plates. Okay? We know that they try to hide everything that, everything. They try to hide it. Try to move around like ghosts, right? Well, like I said, I'm not here for your sympathy. Half the people that watch me, I know that are perps. Half the people that probably engage with me are perps. And some people are truly being targeted. Some people are truly having their lives interrupted all of a sudden, and I've been saying this. This is the end times, and everything is going to be revealed. You may not believe that, but it's true. It is true. Everything will be revealed. Just like with the C virus, and the government lying to billions of people, forcing them to take medicines that hadn't been tested. Well, now you're starting to have doctors and people that have been around, that were around when that C virus was being pushed on people, right? They were around. They were just in the background. But the Most High has certain times and dates when information will be revealed, when certain people will wake up, when certain people will be the warriors or the fighters or the leaders, right? Well, I'm here to tell you, if you are a targeted individual or an empowered individual, go and talk to the people at your police station again. I don't care if we know that some of these people are involved in it. If you've made reports like I have, follow up. Because the report that I made, the one that elevated my case from just incident reports to an investigation, an active investigation, because before I left there, he said, ma'am, this is still an active case. And that's when he asked me, would I like to add to that case? And I said, sir, yes, I would. And that's when he said, fill this out. I said, I have moved because of the harassment, because of this case. He said, it does not matter. Stick to what you know to be true, because the truth, it will come out and be revealed. Okay? And that's what I want to say to you all. This is not a game. Don't engage in people if you do videos who feel that you may not be a real targeted individual. Whatever. But we, the real ones who are on the line, going and filing real police reports, victory will be had. And like I said, if I don't see it, somebody will see victory. Because the people who actually go and file reports about what's going on, that is the documentation that will come up. That will come up once again, okay? So I'm going to get ready to go. I just wanted you guys to know that's what's going on. I did not turn on, I did not go live because I was scared. I didn't go live because I want to garner any sympathy, or what I want to garner awareness. I want to make awareness be something that is not shameful to put out there. I want awareness of what is going on across the board. I want people who think that they have power over somebody else's life to understand they have only power over their own life. So if they choose to totally destroy their lives by interfering in other people's lives, then that is a path that they have chosen. And they will one day, and they don't know when, one day somebody's going to come knocking on their door, and it's not just going to be their local police. This is going to be a federal case because a lot of a lot of you gang stalkers, you cross state lines to come and harass people. Okay? You cross state lines. So you know, and the devices that you use, damn near you could be having a RICO case because you use devices that harm people and you cross state lines to do so. So this is videos about awareness. And our day will come because information has to be revealed. There's no stopping it. None. And, you know, I'm going to just leave it right there. There's no stopping it. It has to be revealed. So that is why I went live. I wanted you all to see in living color that I'm not playing any games. And I'm not here to just fake about a situation I wouldn't want to wish on my worst enemy. Okay? This is the life that we know, and since this is a life that I've been thrown into, not of my own making, my own doing, because of feathers that got ruffled. A lot of you targeted individuals, you may be truth tellers, and you told the truth, and now people want to put you on a list because they're mad because you told the truth, because what happened to you, okay? And so they want to interfere with your life. And we know a lot of these people have just a traits of narcissism. They have one of the three, what is it called? 3 triads. If they're not a narcissist, they're damn near a narcissist, because groups like that, that is how can I say it? It's it's a mental illness, but we know mental illness is spiritual, right? And so they're dealing with demonic entities, whether you believe it or not, it's true. And whether they didn't even have them before, they open up a gateway. They open a gateway up to allow these entities in and truly take over and start to slowly take over their lives, because they started engaging in demonic activity. And the only one that can control and stop anybody's life and progress in life is the Most High God, okay? Not these beings that were created by the Most High. So when they are engaging in this type of activity, they're taking on these entities, okay? Negative entities. So that's where the dark triad comes from. So if they're they have part of the dark triad, or they're full-blown narcissists, the people that engage in targeting, stalking people, they are borderline or damn near narcissists. And so these people don't understand. The only thing they fear is being exposed, okay? That's the only thing that they fear, is being exposed. And instead of walking away from a situation or taking their embarrassment and going away and letting things go, no, they compel. And they compel because they think, whether it be an organization, whether it be a person, that they have some sort of power. So they keep manipulating that until they are truly exposed. You know, and you see that in so many articles and press releases of people who get exposed. Sooner or later, they keep doing dirt and 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 getting away with it, and then that one time they get exposed, and they can't hide behind the firewalls, You know how computers have firewalls to protect you from viruses? Well, they put up their firewalls of these perps, and they try to hide behind them, whether it be an individual or whether it be a whole company or whether it be an organization. And they try to hide behind the little people as they are the puppet masters. But the puppet masters, sooner or later, will get their just desserts. You know, sooner or later. I wonder if this car is popular on the streets. Yeah, move your ass. Because if you're recording me, I'm going to come over there and record your ass. So move your ass. This chick right here who I'm talking to y'all, I don't want y'all to think I'm crazy. Gonna come try to hide. I said move your ass. She tried to move behind the doggone car some more. But you see her with her phone up. Now she's trying to play it off. Y'all see her. Ain't nobody crazy. Ain't nobody crazy. You see what she just did. Nobody gets out the damn car and try to stand there and pump gas and talk on the phone. Yo ass, I got you. Say hello to my little friend. This camera. With your license plate on blast where you try to record me. Bam, how you like me now? Nobody, two people, it don't take two people to get out and pump damn gas while one person records you. See, they don't like when the camera's on them. They don't like when the camera's turned on them. They don't like when the camera's turned on them. No. You in that car, you want me to turn the camera on you too? If you got that phone on me, I'm going to record you too. Get all the gas you can get. But you put your camera on me, I'm going to put my camera on. That's how you got to do it, y'all. You got to get evidence for these police to see if your police station, if the people in your, I'm trying to see, hold on, if this person is in the passenger seat trying to, oh no, she in the, she the driver. I thought somebody was in the driver's seat. They try to have two. This is one of the tech. They try to have two people in the car, one on the passenger side, one on the driver's side, so it won't look too odd if the driver's holding his phone up trying to record you, or they try to do it with their dash cam. But now she all right. If they're by themselves, guys, just put you on game. But yeah, evidence. I have had evidence, and that is why my case was elevated. And that's why you need to check again with your local police departments to see if they have a gang stalking unit. Because I was shocked to find out that they have a gang stalking unit. How many years was that? Yeah, it's been about 6 years. 6 years. 6 years since I found out about gang stalking. So, for the people who are just, for the people who knew about gang stalking longer than 6 years and were running into obstacles, running into, those so-called firewalls of because that's when we found out, like, it seemed like everybody was involved in it, from your police department to all the way up to your FBI. There's a lot of people involved in it, but everybody's not involved in it, and they just might have gotten wind and opened up a special unit in your area. Okay? Man, if you don't go somewhere, this is work relevant, huh? Houston was the worst. Howdy, what did you miss? Um, that's a lot to go back and say. I was just reporting on a trip to the police department that I just went to today. Um, oh yeah, they have okay. In Florida, they have a unit, gang stalking unit. Yeah, because it's becoming a ridiculous anti-stalking unit. Yeah, so don't listen to people who tell you don't get any evidence. Don't listen to that because how do you investigate something without any evidence? I'm not saying that you have to post your evidence on YouTube like I do, but I don't post every day. I'm not like fanatical about it. My evidence is the evidence that I have, evidence that you may never have seen, evidence that I was like, here, keep this evidence over here. So and so, you keep so and so you have because that's just how wild it was getting. Okay. So I'm not saying you have to post all of your evidence, right? But some of it, make it be known that you are not a game. You never wanted to participate in this sick game, and they're going to find out that this game is coming to an end. And they the ones that have been played. They played themselves. But I've said it time and time again. Other people have told them you are pawns in a game that you're not going to be the winners of. You are pawns. You are, I don't know, but they don't get it. They think let them think what they want to think, and like I said, it's spiritual, and the Most High may have turned them over to a reprobate mind, and they can't think otherwise. That they're on a one-track mind frame right now, and probably forevermore. So they'll maybe never wake up until they're sitting in the jail cell by themselves without their phones anymore, without their fake buddies and their fake friends and their fake camaraderie that they think they have. The police in Houston didn't help. When did you go to the police in Houston? Because gang stalking has been around even before I even knew about it. Some people say they've been gang stalked for 20 years. So, and that's probably even before it had the little slang word of gang stalking. But even children know that slang word now, gang stalking. So it's bad. What you saying? They were under gang task or were not gang members. I don't understand it. They were under gang tasks but not gang members. Who? Kayla K shows Texas a lot. I don't know who that is. Is she a targeted individual? Well, the Rex 84 plan. Who is this? Seth. The Rex 84 plan. It helps these. These are similar ops, black ops. I think it's under the. From my knowledge, I'm gonna start moving around here in a minute. I'm gonna get back to you, Zeph, on the Rex 84 plan. I was in Houston last December, shaking my head. Something happened to you in Houston last December. I don't know, but Houston. You know, a lot of people always think people in Texas are soft. I guess because it's Texas and they think we just country cock-a-doodle-doo. Well, cock-a-doodle-doo. Keep thinking Texas folks are soft because we not. Go to Houston. You was in Houston. What did you see? Besides your gang stalking, it's some hardcore people in Houston. It's hardcore people all over. That's why when I was in high school, I never, people used to come from New York because this was like a melting pot. New York and just I'm from before they got ready to fight. Who gives a damn what city you from? Because your city and the people in your city, all them folks in Houston not coming to back you up. You might have some friends, maybe one or two friends, but the label New York is not coming to help you fight. Okay? So I don't know why people. I'm from New York. You don't know, like New York make them tough. Y'all come and mess with some of these Texas people, and y'all gonna find out how tough Texas folks is too. You know what I'm saying? It's tough and rough folks all over, all over. The city or place you come from, you rep yourself. How tough are you on yourself standing alone? Like a lot of these targeted individuals who stand alone daily. Stand alone, walk alone. Who was that? The Lone Wolf. What's that song? It was a rock and roll song, The Lone Wolf. A lot of targeted individuals are the lone wolf. They walk alone. How that song go? Make me want to sing it. It was a rock song. Y'all probably don't know it. Actually not. Houston is not the capital of the program. From my research, my Airbnb was targeted. It's a long story, but I dated a fake TI from Houston, honeypot trap. Oh, okay. No, actually, from my research, when I was researching it back in the day, New York and Atlanta were the top places where this targeting was relevant and prevalent, and that was, like I said, 6 to 7 years ago. But it wasn't. Houston wasn't brought up into. It was New York and Atlanta, and they were doing a lot of trafficking of people between New York and Atlanta. They caught complaints in Houston. Police, EMT, hospital, etc. called complaints in Houston. All complicit. What am I? Complicit in Houston. Like I said, that has been the story. That has been the story. And I think that is actually a tactic to keep people from reporting their targeting. There are going to be complicit activity in all of these organizations, all of them. But every single person in each of these organizations are not complicit and are not in compliance with this program. Everyone. So I do not want you to get that in your head and think that, because that will keep you boxed in a corner to think that you have no help. And if you feel that they are complicit, oh well, go put your report in. Keep going and keep filing a report. And then once you put it in, go back and you can get the copies of that said report. You know, of course, it has always been corrupt people in different organizations, but eventually they get caught, right? And it may not come at the time that you want it to come, but you may be helping the next generation of people, okay? Where they have to figure out some other form, some other means of gaining illegal monies from targeting people. like they always do. All crimes have always elevated, like all people have always elevated and evolved. Crimes do the same, just like I told that police officer when I said they had some type of device that kept my pen from working in this ATM. And then he looked up and I said, and you know that it's true because we are in 2023 and everything is handled or manipulated through technology. And he said, yes, you're right. You are correct. That is what the officer told me. And that is what we all know to be true. It is no longer, people are no longer going to look at you crazy in 2023, damn near half a year's up, moving in 2024, and you tell them about a technology, a device, a technical device that is manipulating your instruments, and people will say you are crazy, that is impossible. No, they will be the ones looked at as they're crazy, and they are in the Stone Ages, right? Because they have couches and pillows that people can sit down on, and their information can be scanned out of their wallets. They have devices that people try to put in their purses or put in their front wallets to bump into you to scan your information off of your debit card. They have devices where they put on debit card machines to scan your information. And now they have technology where they're telling you, you know, how all target individuals, one of the lowest forms of their targeting is the spam calling that they do. Okay? They're saying don't even answer a spam call or a number you don't know because they're trying to collect your voice. Well, that doesn't faze me. My voice has been on the radio. My voice has been over video. My voice has, so they can try to scam my voice and make it seem like I did something. And listen, look at her. This is her voice. Well, we know that technology is capable of taking your voice and putting it onto another, hell, a damn near a hologram of you and making it look like you're saying something. They have that technology to do that, but just like they have that technology to do that, they have that technology to investigate whether it's real or fake, whether it's Memorex or not. So don't get scared of the elevation that you're going through, that we all are going through regarding technology. They cannot deny or act like you are saying something out of this world, because this world is moving into cars that drive by themselves, little robots that deliver groceries. It's undeniable that technology has advanced, just like the thieves and the thugs and the stalkers are trying to advance and keep up and try to surpass it. But they, just like they have smart thieves and thugs, they have smart people that actually want to be on the right side of the law. They give you the business when you go out of town. Start Starts at the airport with, back in the day when people use that term, they give you the business. That means they would fight you or actually assault you, give you the business. So I'm just assuming that you mean give you the business. They do their regular, standing in the distance like rats in a corner with cameras watching you, not approaching you, just watching you. But to give you the business, back when I was coming through, if somebody said they're going to give you the business, they want to put them hands on you. I'm just saying. That's what I know. Mm. All of that. You're right. They don't, but they have these particular devices that I mean, damn, you can't it's hard. I don't even know why people even feel secure in a technology age, because they have not really given society fail-proof ways of being hacked and their information being hacked. Hell, they're hacking your damn voices. They're hacking your damn images. Okay? So there's no way that a police officer or FBI officer can look at you like you crazy when you come in there and tell them what's going on. And if they look at you like you crazy, let them know that they need to go get some extra training, because they are behind the power curve when it comes to advancing in this world that we know in 2023, moving into 2024 and 5 and beyond, where they want to go digital with cash, and that's going to get in. If they manipulate what we have, our bank accounts and all of that, and let me tell you something, who else is complicit and who can be, all of these phone companies. Oh, shoot, it's cold. Hold on, let me turn off the car real quick. You talk about complicit. You talk about all of these companies, as far as the police and everything. Ain't nobody around. Ain't nobody around. Look at him. Oh, that car just came in, but I don't know. There ain't nobody around. Call off your goons, your hounds. Yeah, 'cause you know, I don't know what other assignment you all have. Them hounds got called off. I'm not playing no games with y'all. But back to you. This is where it's at. Yeah, they may be complicit, honey. These, you know, a lot of people in those organizations. But like I said, a lot of them are not. But the hammer's going to come down, just like you're seeing the hammer come down on all these doggone celebrities that have been raping children. And they thought because they were in this upper echelon of a group that none of them was going to get caught. But there's a whole list of people. And there's a whole list of people that their number has been called. And they have lost their lives. And I'm going to post that video too. Half of the people you see are not the people that you knew. They're clones, because those people's numbers got called. Okay? By the people they sold to. And they put a clone right in their place. And if whoever sees this video later, catch up. The world that you are in, you really don't know if the person that's next to you is a clone or a hybrid person. And that's why you still have some of these hybrid people out here videotaping, because they don't even know that they're not real. But a lot of people are complicit. And this, or all the phones that we have had to get over and over and over again, right? Because of infiltration of our phones and our devices. Who is complicit on that end? AT&T, Verizon Wireless, Sprint, T-Mobile. Because every targeted individual, we all are not just on AT&T or Verizon. Every targeted individual who has a cellular device has a different mobile number. Look, let me see. Hold on. Because I want to get as many. I want to get as many as your plates, your license plates as I can. So let me see. You just got to move it. Yeah, I want to get as many as your license plates as I can. So they're complicit, because they know that they have these phones, and especially these iPhones.
You pay so much for these iPhones, and these people are hacking into these phones, bypassing certain codes, locking out certain codes. Come on now. Who else is complicit? These cell phone companies. They know, and they let people come into those companies. When you go and try to get different devices and everything, they hack and do stuff at the phone company before you even walk out the building, honey. They're complicit. But not the apple, but the shit rolls downhill when all of this stuff starts to be revealed. And I'm telling you, class action lawsuits are going to be something that's going to blow this world away from these targeted individuals. Because they all are going to be able to come together and say, yes, I've had to buy, and not because I wanted to get the latest phone. Hell, I'll rock my phone until the phone can't, whatever. Unless you're just a materialistic person, you got to stay up on the trends. But have targeted individuals are not those trendy individuals that want just to go have to get phone after phone after phone. Okay? iPad, whatever devices you've had that have been messed up. Class action lawsuit against these companies. Run me my money. And I tell you, with companies and with narcissists, the only thing they fear is being exposed and having to pay those dividends. And we as targeted individuals, we need to understand that is the only two things that these perps and individuals fear. Three, and being locked up. For their interactions and for them being the ringleaders and trying to control and damage other people's lives and reputations and families. They're complicit, these phone companies. Who else is complicit? Well, your internet providers, they're complicit, right? And it might not be, like I said, think about it. It might not be everyone who's in that company, but it's that doggone person that they hired and allowed to manipulate your Wi-Fi, if you have it, or any other, your electric company, come on now, y'all. Come on now. Everything is a scientific a formula. Everything. Just your grocery store. When you walk into a grocery store, the layout of the grocery store is laid out that way because it's a scientific formula for you to buy. They put the vegetables and the produce always at the front of the store. Okay? Let you go ahead and get your vegetables, and they put certain aisles in certain rows, certain ways, because it's a formula to manipulate your mind and how you buy. All of the candies and the last minute shopping is at the front of the store in the checkout aisle to get you to pay that last minute money. It's a formula. So you mean to tell me you would think that the electric company doesn't have a formula and they know how much electricity that you use and how much electricity that would be used on a 1-bedroom, a 2-bedroom, a 4-bedroom, a townhouse, a mansion? You mean to tell me you would believe that these electric company providers don't have the formula to that? Yeah, they know. They know, but our electricity and I know mine, I've been paying for these other perps electricity on top of my electricity bill. And I reported it, and I've had those texts come out to the house because they gonna catch it too. These electric companies are gonna catch it too. That's right. Having us pay for these perps electricity that they move into your vicinity. Whether you be in a apartment, townhouse, whatever, they splitting that, and you're paying their electricity. It's a formula. They know that how a small house or a small whatever, how much that house and man, didn't they make us go to fake schools and try to figure out formulas? And Billy had 13 apples and ran 10 miles down the block and turned this way and ran up a hill and dropped one apple and two others rolled back. Formulas. Complicit. Who else? My goodness. Let me see what y'all saying before I get out of here. I can't think of who else. There's a video going around about these phones taking for, oh yeah, yes, pictures every 5 seconds. That's right, it's taking a picture of me. Yeah, these phones are caught. You're naked, walking in the house, sitting down in the bathroom. Y'all take your phone in the bathroom. These doggone, at this point in time, whatever, complicit. Yeah, class action lawsuit, class action. You, who are you in the class action law? Do you know what a class action lawsuit is? This is where it's at. Class action lawsuit. I went that route. It ruined me. The media. Do you know what a class? Are you sure you were in a class action lawsuit? I don't know if you understand. A class action lawsuit is more than one person. You don't stand alone in a class action lawsuit. I'm involved in a class action lawsuit. It's more than one person. So unless they targeted everyone on that class action lawsuit, it's not just you. There's personal injury lawsuits. There's separate law. There's levels to this lawsuit game. But a class action lawsuit is multiple people. A lot of people don't like to be a part of a class action lawsuit because they feel, oh, I'm in a class action lawsuit, you're going to get $2 if you win, or something along that. A lot of times, if monetary gain is what you're looking for in a class action lawsuit, you may not want to go that route because you will have to split up the monies if there are damages that can be received if you win that lawsuit. But honey, the USA just lost a lawsuit against Native people. I'm not talking about Indians. I'm talking about the black folks. A couple of years ago, maybe 2 years ago. But that wasn't a class action lawsuit. That was just I'm just saying that to let you know that put my seatbelt on, y'all. I had to move. I had to move real quick. I want to be able to. Hold on, I gotta pull over. I gotta stop. That stuff's so tiny.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just. They got the right one. They got the right one. After you got over the first initial shock of this program, they gonna find out who they got, who they really messing with. Especially if you know that can't nothing truly hurt you unless the Most High wants. Unless he said, "Go punch the clock. It's time for you to go." Unless the Most High say that, they got the right one. They got the right one, baby. Uh, yeah, it was buffering. Yes. Sorry about that. What you say? Laugh out loud. I'm saying too much. No, that's fine. But anyway, guys. Yeah. Let me go. I just, I just wanted to let you guys know about this. You know, what happened today. About me going and keep reporting your incidents, guys. Um, and don't. To me, think about not being selfish about not reporting because you might not see any justice in your lifetime. But think about, if you have children or other people that may be going through this are coming along and this may aid in justice for them, right? Justice for one is justice for all. People kept fighting for certain individuals like myself to have certain privileges that may not have been awarded to me had we had people, freedom riders, had we had not had people that marched before I was even thought about, right? Before I even walked this earth, there were people fighting for rights, civil rights, just to be treated as a human, a being that we were created as, right? So think about it like that. Yeah. You're helping people because there will be actual documentation of this incident, okay? And what people have gone through and experienced at different levels. So I'm out. I just wanted to tell you guys that and much, much love.